best. Let me tell you about today's words of the week. Is everybody ready?
Yeah!
Well, you guys are pumped up. Now, has anybody ever seen the ocean?
Yes, sir!
Raise your hand if you've never been to the ocean before. Okay, everybody's been there. What are these called?
Waves, sir!
Waves. Well, waves come up, and then they...
Go down, sir.
Yeah, they kind of crash, don't they? Don't they eventually crash on the beach?
Sir!
So here comes that wave, and it's building, and it's building, and it's building, and all of a sudden, wham, it hits. Well, today we're talking about the wave theory. Everybody say, and don't say it too loud, the wave theory.
The wave theory.
The wave theory is about anger. It's about when you get hot, when somebody says something, and, ooh, you just get steamy, and you want to, somebody slapped you, you want to... It's about learning that anger comes in a wave. And it reaches its peak, and then it crashes. And how many people here have ever been angry before? Raise your hand. Okay, put your hand down. Me too. And I found that sometimes I could be really, really angry, and then like maybe a day later, I forgot about it. Sometimes even only a few seconds later. Like the other day, I got angry because I thought I lost something. And then I found it, and I wasn't angry anymore. And so the wave theory is about not acting when your anger is at its peak. Taking a few minutes. Maybe it takes a day. Maybe it takes 10 seconds. Maybe it takes a couple hours. But it's allowing that wave to crash before you do anything. See, it would be like somebody says something mean to you. Ooh, you want to say something mean right back. But it's about learning self-control and taking a deep breath and going, and maybe counting from 1 to 10. Letting that wave of anger crash. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir!
Now, that's the wave theory. Because I think when people act in that wave of anger, Michael, they really do things that they regret later. They do things that they wouldn't do if they were thinking more clearly. So it's learning that, and if you know that your anger comes in a wave, and even when you're in the heat of anger and you're really angry, if you know it's a wave and it's going to crash, then you can just relax a little bit and let it crash and then say, okay, now what am I going to do about it? And again, sometimes it takes a second, right?
Sure.
Sometimes it might take 10 seconds. Sometimes it might take an hour. Sometimes it might take a day or a couple days. I would hope by the time you're a black belt, you're able to control that, so it just happens in a few seconds. You're able to get it under control. But the idea is not to act when the wave is at its peak, all right?
Yes, sir!
All right, you heard it straight here from the camel's mouth, the wave theory. And remember that anger is like a wave. And now, let's all wave. Another kind of wave. We're on to the next part of our show. Touch that dial and I'll give you 10 push-ups. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsor. Now we have a school in Gardnerville.